Dear students, good morning. Today I am going to discuss about the integration of Manipur with Indian Union. The Manipur was a princely state. The ruler of Manipur was Buddha Chandra Singh. He was not willing to integrate the Manipur with Indian Union. But when the government of India announced that the Manipur's internal autonomy would be maintained at that time, the Maharaja of Manipur signed the Instrument of Accession with the Government of India in September 1949. So, after September 1949, from September 1949, the Manipur was considered as a part of Indian territory or Indian Union. So, our next discussion point is the State Reorganization Commission. The process of nation building was not end with the end of the division of the country and integration of princely state. After the integration of princely state with Indian Union, another serious problems was the determination of internal boundaries of Indian provinces. The internal boundaries of the Indian provinces were determined very carefully so that it can never create hamper in our linguistic and cultural diversity and the in unity and integrity of the country. We know that during the British rule, the internal boundaries of the states, the internal boundaries of the states were determined only for the benefits of the British ruler or British administration. That means the British government accept the boundaries of the princely state that was followed by the ruler of the princely state. So our freedom fighters was not accept the boundaries which was determined by the British government. Our freedom fighters give assurance that the boundaries of the state would be determined on the basis of language. So the principle of reorganization of state on linguistic basis was recognized in Nagpur Indian National Congress Conference held in 1920. So, but after the independence and the integration of princely state, the situation started changed. Our national leader, uh, our national leader, feel that this process harm to our this process would lead to disintegration of the country and harm to our unity and integrity. That is why they decided to pending this matter for some times. But in many parts of India started movement against the decision of central government, especially in Madras, Karnataka, Kerala, etc. The Telugu speaking people started large Andhra movement to separate the Telugu speaking areas from Madras with a view to create a separate Telugu speaking region. So the demand for separate Telugu speaking region gathered momentum when Potti Sri Ramula undertook a fast unto the death. After 56 days, Potti Sri Ramula death. So this caused great unrest and resulted the violent outburst in Madras. So finally, the government announced the formation of separate Andhra state on the basis of language. So the creation of Andhra Pradesh on the basis of language paved the way for demand and agitation in many parts of India. So in many parts of India, so this struggle or movement forced the central government into appointing a State Reorganization Act in 1953 to look into the question of redrawing the boundaries of the states. So the commission on its report accepted that the boundaries of the state would reflect the boundaries of different languages. So on the basis of report of the commission, the State Reorganization Act was passed in 1956. The chairperson of this commission was Fazl Ali. So on the basis of the report of the State Reorganization Commission, 14 states and 6 union territories were created. So this was a brief story about the State Reorganization Commission of 1953. Now some important question in these two topics was who was the Maharaja of Manipur? Answer is Buddha Chandra Singh was the Maharaja of Harising. When the Manipur was integrated with Indian Union? Answer is September 1949. Next question is when the State Reorganization Commission was set up? Answer is in 1953. Another question is when was the States Reorganization Act was passed? Answer is 1956. Remember these two questions. When the State Reorganization Commission was set up? In 1953. State Reorganization Commission was set up. Another question is when the State Reorganization Act was passed? The answer of this question is in 1956. Another question is who was the chairman of the State Reorganization Commission? The chairman of State Reorganization Commission was Fazl Ali. It was consist with 3 members. One is Fazl Ali as chairman and H.N. Kunzru, Kunzru, Kunzru and K.N. Panikar. This 3 person was the member of States Reorganization Commission. So in the next class I shall discuss about another new topics. Thank you.